I opened up the chakra this morning, so I just woke up. So anyway, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let me start that. This is entertainment purpose only. If you believe, you believe. If you don't have a figure of imagination or any knowledge of the spirit world. So today's video is about the holographic world versus the astral world. Which one is more real to you? Is it this holographic 3D world more real to you? Or is it the astral world that you are dreaming of? Whether that's like a galaxy, another Earth-like matrix, where you can like solve your problems in the astral world, but in this holographic 3D world, you're able to see your problem being solved exactly how you dreamed it. Some of us, we gotta dream while we're awake because they're trying to keep us from dreaming. They're trying to keep us from sleeping, but then they want us to be awake and be a part of their system. The thing is, when you tap in and on that godly conscious, you become an edible. You become something that they wish they can destroy. But the thing is, they can't destroy energy. They can try to reanimate the body, but the spirit, the soul comes back. And whatever realm that particular soul had visit or left off, it's gathering back more information to this planet. You know. Welcome on in, trolls. Glad to see you in this grand rising. Hi, welcome on in. When we start to see two worlds collide, does Earth become a memory to us now? Because we're still living inside of somebody else's conscious. It's just we're able to see our consciousness more clearly because it was underneath. I'm good, how are you? Hi, welcome on in. Make sure you hit that like button. I just woke up. It's still early in the morning, so forgive me. My alarm just got off. I woke up before my alarm, which is 7 a.m. Just know that I'm not a crazy person because I know these things. I mean, I gotta be crazy, but it's I'm only crazy to you because I get to think outside of my box and get to think outside of one's realm when you have the opportunity. Um, Shout out to Eve. Everybody go follow Eve. Hi, welcome on in, Logan. I think that's how you say your name. You must be new. Make sure you hit that like button. Some of y'all can tell y'all already. You're welcome. Much appreciated. Make sure you hit that like button for shouting you out. But anyway, so some of my topics are not for everybody. This is a spiritual expressionist type of channel. So if you don't have the eyes to visualize, if you don't have the ears to hear, then odds are you're still a part of the old system. Sorry, there's a bug. You can't really comprehend what it is that I'm saying. Maybe you can have an idea, but that's your perspective. It's not really matching up to my perspective. But I do validate your opinion. So I am 29. I know I look young. I'm 29 years wise. No, I just woke up. I'm kind of tired. And it's like 7 in the morning. I already did, Logan. Make sure y'all go follow Logan. Make sure you also give a like, trolls. I much appreciate it. But if you're new here and you're just coming back in and you're trying to wonder what am I talking about, I'm talking about things that you can't talk about or you don't understand. And if you stay here long enough to understand how I see things in my perspective, you can kind of get an idea how to see things in your perspective and your reality. And it's through the power of the mental, honestly. Everything is mental magic, mental based. That's why I'm asking you, is Earth a memory to you now? Or since you're living inside of somebody else's memory? I saw you like it. I don't know why you don't like it. Kind of breaks my heart, but it's okay. And I shout you out too. Sad. But it's a give and receive. Make sure to remember that. Make sure to give a little love, and I give you a little love. I can't keep pouring into your cup, and you're not pouring into mine. What am I getting at? But being a slave. Yeah, pretty much being a slave. But thank you. I don't have any makeup on though. That's kind of weird. It must be my consciousness you see that's beautiful, not the actual flesh of the consciousness. Because this consciousness does not have a body paint. That's why we dress in black. And we have, like, we cover our hair a lot. Even at work, I cover my hair. I just don't look like this in society. People would think I'm weird. They already do. Newsflash, nothing new. Because, like, I'm starting to realize even my own family don't like me. I'm like, damn. Shit, if my family don't like me, my friends don't like me, I like myself. I love myself. Not to be cocky. Not a lot of people can love themselves, but they have to have approval from others of what loving yourself looks like. I guess loving yourself is going within, going back to source. Why do you need approval to understand what source is, or to understand the God within you, or God if you're a Christian? Christian, you're welcome here as well. Everybody's welcome. All age, size, religion, race. But just know I'm divinely protected, and so are my people that I choose to protect. I'm an entity and a deity that you don't want to mess with in the ether. Because I'm real as you and me. See, the thing is, I learned to activate my jinn within me. Why do you think I'm black? Why do you think I'm turning or dressing up black? But it's more than just 3 wishes when it comes to my jinn. The thing is, what I do is I pour into. Hi, it's nice to see you. I hope you're okay. Well, welcome on in. One of my familiar faces, Blue Girl. How you doing? I hope you're okay. So what I was saying, So, yeah, something about something. I don't fucking know. I lost track of thought. But yeah, when you're operating in the astral world, does Earth become a memory to you, but it's a living conscious to someone else who isn't awake? The thing is, those who are not awake and still not even asleep, meaning it control or have a part of that thing, of that dream, of that mission, I guess. And then that other person who's like a zombie, but you're a daydreamer. A zombie and a daydreamer cannot really coexist in one's timeline. So it's something out of both of your timeline that is bringing you two closer together. But when a zombie and a daydreamer wakes up the zombie, wakes up the dead, who knows what type of entities or deities that's coming out of that person's vessel or like light. Because like when you first are awakened, you're not straight up light. No. You're straight up darkness. And then when you get to the end of the tunnel of the awakening, there's going to be two paths to tell you, would you rather be dark or would you rather be light? Me, myself, I am a hybrid. So I choose to see dark and I choose to see light. And I choose to become light through my darkness. I don't necessarily keep myself stuck in my own darkness. The only time I do is so that I can learn the mistakes that I didn't learn from my human subconscious. But my godly conscious had got the lessons before I did. So therefore, my human consciousness got to catch up with this godly conscious. And the godly conscious is 88 per miles per hour, like the speed of light. But my human consciousness is slow on a scale of, it's not slow, it's a genius, but it looks things at a different perspective because it came from the lower realm, aka shadows of death of people that they had. Okay, for example, a mother, what she can do before she gives birth and before she could even conceive, she can visualize what the child is like, but she cannot visualize what the child looks like. Although she does have a particular part of manifesting what the child looks like, but it's totally up to the spirit. Y'all saw that, right? Never mind. Y'all, never mind. I was looking into the ether at the same time as I was saying that. Sorry. It's part of the process of being old. I don't have a manual for it. It turns on and off by itself. So so when the mother creates this child through the womb, not only she is responsible for gathering or collecting the male counterpart, but then it's also up to the male counterpart or their DNA to match with this particular chosen one. Not every chosen one has a human mom or a human dad. One is either godly or reptilianish, something like that. Use your imagination. And then you have siblings who they're just uppity or like ugly, like ugly like creatures, and you get a hybrid of family. And the thing is, we all act so fucking normal. Like, try to be. But I think we're doing a hell of a bad job out of it because why am I woke? I'm not supposed to be awake. Maybe I am. Maybe it was part of the program for me to be awake. But I just don't know what time or when I was going to be awake. Just like how they don't know what time Jesus and God is risen up. The exact same time of your consciousness, it does not know when to wake up, but it's going to wake up, and you do not have control of when you wake up. You just have options to do something about it, meaning be the solution to the problem or being the problem to the solution. And then when you learn that you are both, that you created the problem so you can figure out how to create the solution. There's something in the eye. You then begin to understand how to unlock certain levels of consciousness within you. You don't do it by reading, you do it by observing your reality. Because these books that they give us, like whether you go to a teacher or somebody, they're not going to give you the right information that's right in your program. They're going to keep your program hidden so you can discover it yourself. And when you do discover it yourself, do not be like the others who are the problem and not the solution of this matrix. Because you're going to end up getting stuck and end up getting lost to the idea, a construct of your own imagination of what you created. So it's best to not gatekeep. That's why I told myself, put down a mask and stop gatekeeping. I'm like, okay, I'll do I'll do the Lord's work since this was his job to wake y'all up. But you think he will wake you up? In a way, yes. No disrespect. Not disrespecting anybody who believes things outside of them when it's just a reflection of outside of them coming in. Let that sink in. So, what it is, what he's doing. Oh, yeah. He'll allow you to remember just a little bit. But he looks at it, he or she, this Lord that we are talking about, it's two separate types of Lord because it takes a man and a woman to create something. I mean, the men have to have the phallus, the woman had to have the womb. So the universe is like the woman slash womb that we came out of. Literally came, meaning he made us out of clay. He formed us into came, clay. But anyway, but clay does not know how to access pinpoints of him. He only knows of that dimension of reality until he's able to go to sleep. So this Lord or God is supposed to have the ability to wake us up and to go to sleep. That sounds like a time dream Lord more than a sky daddy type of Lord. Because if you're in the sky and you're supposed to see all everything and above everything and be above your creation, that sounds like enslavement. Like you didn't let your creation pick and choose when they want to wake up. You just decided that they need to wake up for your own benefits because something is happening to you and your timeline. So, of course, you're going to give us the gift of see. And it's only a few of us who's brave enough to come up here to tell him or her how they're doing to their creation. It's not a diss. It's not a disrespect to neither of them. Why would I disrespect a version of me that could possibly do more damage in my reality than I can do in my own? Unless I'm smart enough to go through their back door of their matrix and fuck shit up. But I learned my lesson fucking people shit up. Never again. I was doing that in anger. At least I'm honest about it. But yeah, when you start to have these powers, these gifts of vision, you can kind of interact within these worlds once you gather much information from their world. But be careful, you are a portal to all realms that exist simultaneously. So you're bringing things back with you. So if you don't look behind or look in all directions of you, you could skip a beat or skip a step. And then you'd be like, oh shit, now I gotta travel back and to fix this. It's the same concept if you want to put it in human terms. Like they're trying to fix their problems by their reaction is to not react, not give anything reaction. Just observe what's given to you. Be like a monk, be silent, be still. It might annoy people around your area because you don't talk, but it's going to save you some time and efficiency to actually really want to fix something that is worth fixing. But if you notice the power of their subconscious that can stop all of these triggers and then stop being the way they are, but they're still choosing to be who they are, let them be. Just know that anything that is projected onto you is part of your subconscious that you created for you to pass and so you can understand and understand how to solve other people's problems or other problems outside of you. So you become the solution. Yeah, sure. Okay. I don't know shit. Let's just say I don't know none of this shit. You tell me what I should know. But sorry, I had to troll a little bit there. But yeah. So when we're seeing the other side waking up, you're kind of questioning like, what the hell are they going through? I did not experience that during my awakening. The thing is, you blacked out during your awakening, and then during your transition and into your now. So it's like the reason why it's like that, so that there is no button for you to. There is no button for you to push, and no button for them to push you. Why? Because the buttons are invisible. You can stop the things you're feeling, like by putting it on a happy loop with a happy memory so they won't use that loop of emotion and loop of memory against you. Because the things you be thinking about sometimes is a form of rejection of the thought process entering into their telegram, which is the third eye, which is, I call it the telegram, the television. And they have to activate the sounds and frequencies, the six senses within them. We can tell it to turn it on, but we can't control one will like we think we can. Even in our godly conscious, we can't control other one's will. That's not what we're supposed to do in this mission. What we're supposed to do, since some of us keeps coming back and keep forgetting, and then they keep forgetting where they left off in the mission, and then they have to start all over, like going through the dark night of the soul, and then they get stuck in a loop that they forgot that they put on. So all they gotta do is either change the loop, change the frequency, change, like, meaning you gotta change your music, you gotta change what you're listening to, you gotta change what you're watching, you gotta change what is influencing your reality now. Because you might be so heavily involved in the one that you are imagining through what's televising you, telegramming you. You are giving up your rights of your will of controlment to self. You're letting Holly Weirdo, Holly Tree to justify, dictate your reality. It's okay to go into their reality, how they got stories and stuff. But the thing is, they got it from their ancestors too. And we can, like, I don't know, download their consciousness and see what it is that they experience in that moment of time. But why would you need to do that? To go back and look on the screen of your life when you can just be like a vampire, go within and shutting everything off and letting the first memory pop up. I don't know shit, but yeah, it's one way to look at it. And then when you're going into the astral world, you're able to bring things that you have manifested, that you created in this launch. So you don't never stop creating, you keep continuing to create. There's no endless, I guess, endless soul, endless light, endless aluminum, or endless alum lemon. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. But how do you make lemonade? Well, you vision lemonade. You vision the taste of lemonade, like from every detail to the last drop of limits. Like, how to do that at the same time while you're awake. Visualize yourself in your godlike conscious, which is just pure light. Don't think of a body vessel just yet, because you can get lost of what you look like. And it does not matter what you look like when you're in the ether, because you have to create everything from the mind in order to access certain things in this holographic world anyway. So visualize yourself squeezing a lemon in a jar. Make sure you visualize a lot of lemon juice coming out, like filling all the way up to the cup. And then you can also transmute this energy into like a puppet master thing. Like, visualize the people you want to see on the puppet string by gathering their essence, hearing what they're talking like, hear what they talk like visualizing what they're talking like, because you already know what they're talking like. And if you need something to help you remember, trigger yourself through what they do to you in reality, whether it's form of abuse. Carry that essence with you, but transmute that pain into something that you want to see manifest through them. So back to the lemon cup. So when you visualize the cup, like, visualize the color, visualize the size of the cup with words, ask spirit, what is this, what it looks like, so on and so forth. And then visualize yourself squeezing the lemon. Thank you so much, handsome. Much appreciate, love you for that. Thank you. Thank you for the sub. So uh when you the oh my god. Anyway, so when you are squeezing the lemon juice and you're visualizing it going into the cup, visualize it all the abundance, but don't visualize it as if it was like the lemon is the symbolic of your light. So just visualize the drops of liquid as your light. So if you want, just Google what a picture of a lemon, Google a picture of a cup. If you can't really fully manifest ones in your mind. But but the thing is, if you're taking something from this 3D world that's already manifested through somebody else's subconscious, make sure you add something on it, like a birthmark, something or a period mark, something that is representing that pinpoint of time of that dimension you are in. So yeah, like for example, if you get a blue cup randomly from the Google search or from Pinterest, put a Target logo on it. Like visualize the red dot, visualize the red Target logo circle, have it into the center in the front of the cup or behind it to remind you, or all over. It's kind of like a video game, especially if you play Call of Duty. You know, you're trying to gather all the rituals to beat the zombies or some shit like that. If you play Call of Duty, or I play both. I play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which I kind of suck, but I'm getting the hang of it. And I play Call of Duty Zombie. My favorite one is 3 and the second. I can't wait for the new one to come out. That shit gonna be lit. Just imagine that into a virtual reality set though. That shit is gonna be scary. Terrifying. But yeah, so it's kinda like a video game. And then, when you have your character, you want to put like these little symbols of you to represent your conscious or something like that. And and when you're doing that, you are agreeing to the matrix that is here that you are operating in. You're letting it know that you are known. You're letting it know that you exist. But when you get stuck at a level on a video game and you cannot pass it, then you keep going back. So you do these little shortcut ways of going on YouTube how to like pass a certain level. It's the same way of asking your ancestors how to unlock one's consciousness, because each ancestor is within the organs of you. Not every ancestor is within the same organ or within the same frequency as those other ancestors in that dimension. So you have to like figure out which dimension that they are in to help you pass a certain test in the simulation that you have created in your subconscious or the consciousness on Earth. Again, we still don't know who consciousness is this, because I got 2 words for you. Just build a better system, please, next time. Because the system is ghetto, not Earth. It's just the system. But anyway, So when you're creating these pinpoints of you, right, it's a mark of where you left off in the loop to tell you. It's not going to tell you where you're going. The things around you in the video game is going to tell you where you're going. So you're going to look for signs. You're going to look for clues. You're going to look for signatures. Same thing on Earth. Like, I'll see letters, numbers, all that good shit. And then music will play in my ear, different frequency tones, and like I used to, I used to zone out a lot. I still do. Like I'll have like that surveillance type of stare, like when she's looking into her vision, and I'm like shit. And then other people can recognize it, and I'm like fuck. Either I'll tell them the truth that I see things because I know that their spirit can handle it, or I, I, I use my mental illness as an excuse. But no, sorry, it's my ADHD or ADD. So it's a cover up. So yeah, that's one way, is behind the mask, you're able to outsmart yourself and outsmart the people around you. Because you can use the mental card all you want. It's pretty fun. Be like, oh, I got mental illness. And then they be like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. I'm like, okay. And then when you pull out that paper, be like, yeah, there is. Earth said there's something wrong with my brain. Yes, we speed. We speed of light. I'd be like, I don't pay them no mind no more. Literally, I don't pay them no mind. Since they're not paying me correctly on Earth. Like, where's my 20%? I can handle it. Now. Raw is like, hitting you. I'm telling my God, like, fuck no. No, I can't. But I'm going to try. I'm going to have to. I am in determination mode. Determined to control my own one's will and not letting anything outside control it or anything inside of it control it. Meaning whatever is built within my will, it does not have access to what it used to have access to. I'm able to give it the yes or no by being still and knowing thyself. A lot of people can't be still. A lot of people is always on the, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta go. But as like beings, we a little cocky. Of course we're gonna be a little arrogant to most. We're gonna irritate some people, demons. I like it. I like it when they're mad. Because they like to see me suffer. I like to see you mad. But then I also like to see myself suffer. In a way that's like BDSM, but for the conscious. It feels pretty good when you operate in that level of pain. You can tolerate any kind of pain, whether it's physically and mentally. Nothing really truly hurts you anymore because time is not relevant, but you are irrelevant and relevant. Meaning they already made you a legend in their story. If they made you the villain, you became the magician to learn, I don't know, to learn the present moment of that time. But it's whatever. It's whatever I think. But until next time, I'll see you.